Hi there YouTubers, this is me doing the second lot, because it's so delicious, of fudgy bites, which I originally got the recipe off lookcookbook.com. I think that's the website. Anyway, you want a cup of dates. I've just got some raw dates. They were like, only for a whole pack they were like €1.25, so they're really good value. Himalayan salt for a pinch of salt. 3 tablespoons of pure cacao, no added sugar, nothing, just 100% natural. I've got some local honey that I use, 2 tablespoons of. You can use agave syrup or whatever you can get your hands on. And you want half a cup of ground almonds. I just use raw unsalted almonds because they're really cheap, and grind them up in the coffee grinder. But I haven't got quite enough today, so I've got some coconut here that I shred up and freeze, so whenever I want some I just slice them off. So I'm going to add some coconut in the mix today. So there we are, that's all you need, and a food processor. I did forget to say, you've got to buy your chocolate to cover them in. If you want them covered in chocolate, you could just dust them in cocoa powder. So just buy your favourite chocolate, whether it be milk or dark, whatever floats your boat, just so you can melt it later when the little balls, the fudgy balls, are made, and then you can coat them in chocolate. Okay, this is the second part. You now put the dates, the almond pulp and the cocoa in the food processor and whiz it around until it becomes a thick sticky dough, and then add the honey and a pinch of salt. So here it is. It hasn't actually gone like a ball of goo. It's more like all chopped up really, as you can see. So now we want to add the honey and the pinch of salt, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, now it's whizzed in the food processor, which was rather noisy, and I've got cocoa everywhere, and now I've eaten half of it. Just put some parchment paper on a plate, and you want to whack that in the freezer for about 30 minutes until it's no longer sticky. Okay, so we took it out of the freezer and it wasn't sticky anymore. 20 to 30 minutes will do it. And then you can just form it into little balls like this, whatever size you want. I don't like them all the same size. And then they're ready for coating with chocolate. Meanwhile, pop them back in the freezer while you melt the chocolate. Okay, so we've got melted chocolate now. I did mine in the microwave. Just make sure that you have your setting on the microwave pretty much as low as possible, and do it in 20-second bursts, and keep checking and stirring to make sure you don't burn the chocolate, because it can burn very quickly in the microwave. Or you can do it over a pan of boiling water, as you well know, and just take your time and gently keep stirring it until it's all melted. I've got a dash of oil in there as well. I normally just put a dash of olive oil. If it's a bit too thick, you can do that to thin it out. And then with a spoon, drop the fudge delights, the fudgy cake balls, whatever you want to call them, into the chocolate, and cover them in chocolate, and whack them on a plate with a bit of vegetable paper again, so we can put them into the freezer. So here we go. We'll take one of the balls and plop it on in there, cover it over with the spoon, make sure it's coated thoroughly. And I like to pick them up with a fork, so it'll let the excess chocolate drip through. We want to get rid of that excess chocolate. You need to work quite quickly because you don't want the chocolate setting in the bowl. If it gets a little bit too thick, you can put a dash of oil. I use a bit of olive oil just to make it a little bit thinner. And then just wait till the excess has dripped off there, and then just pop it onto your parchment paper. Enjoy. They are absolutely delicious. A word of warning for those that have got IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I used to have that. I had it for 30 years until I became a vegan, and now I don't get it anymore. Except I ate 8 of these. What a pig I am. 8 of these the other night when I first made them. And because dates are insoluble fibre, it can disturb the old IBS. So a word of warning on that. Just eat a couple, but make sure it's not on an empty stomach. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. I dusted some of them because I ran out of chocolate, so I dusted some of them with cocoa powder and they look lovely. And I just want to let you know another tip, that they keep great in the freezer. So once you put them in the freezer and they're all individually frozen, you can just pop them in a bag or a container and then you've got them whenever you want. Thanks for watching.